Hello, little amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Demon Bluff, an amazing puzzle slash deduction game. Some people call it an antisocial deduction game. It's kind of a weird name, but yeah, I guess it is antisocial since it's a single player. But anyhow, you can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video. Check out the first couple of episodes where we got to Ascension 7. But today we're gonna be trying out Endless. It's gonna be my first dip into Endless. I have no idea what to expect, so let's just see it. I feel like I need way more practice in this game. Like, my deduction is really powerful, but I still don't quite understand some of the mechanics, so I mess up there. And then sometimes I do like honest mistakes, so there are 3 evils among all characters. Find and kill them. Okay. Well, that's a rough start. Lilith and Witch. That's probably one of my least favorite combos. So current village 1. Score all saved villages. Okay, we don't have hearts, so when you mess up, you lose. We have 10 HP though. The HP at least regenerates between, right? Okay, find and execute all 3 evil characters. We got 2 minions, 1 demon. We got 1 outcast. So it's either gonna be a drunk or a plague doctor. Problem is we're not gonna see the whole board, so this might be a very early reset here, but let's see. 9 or 10 is a minion. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave 9 and 10 open for the Lilith to kill then. No evils adjacent to me. Okay, I like that. 8 is good. Okay, let's open 8 as well then. Okay, and then Empress says 1, 2, or 4 is evil. Interesting. I'm gonna force the game to kill 10. And now I know that this one's actually lying. There we go. And let's see, what are the sources of corruption? Okay, there's a drunk and there's a plague doctor. So, well, both of them would add 1 corruption to the game board. So I guess it's possible that Oracle is corrupted. We're gonna ask our friendly neighborhood plague doctor, like, if Oracle actually is corrupted. It says it's not corrupted. That would make it an evil character. Okay. It could also be that Plague Doctor's evil, and there was a drunk there that got killed. Those are the 2 options right now. Okay. But if this one's evil, then this one's lying. I mean, it could be lying. Maybe it was corrupted by the Plague Doctor. This one says 8 is good. So if we assume this is correct, and the 8 says 1, 2, or 4 is evil. Actually, this is true. We know that 1, 2, or 4 is evil because it's either this one's evil or this one's evil. So one of them is evil. Cool. And then 8 is good. Well, 8 is actually telling the truth, so it's definitely good. So these 2 are cleared. Okay. Lilith is 3 cards away from closest evil. I guess it's... Is it possible? That's a bit of a stretch, actually. That's a bit of a stretch. 8 or 2 is a witch. If this is true, then this is a witch. Because 8 is not a witch. Then this one says closest evil is counterclockwise. Let's explore this one here. Lilith is 3 cards away from closest evil. There's not much room for that. For this to be true... No, I don't think that's possible. With 3 evils, and with this one not being it, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It would have to be both of these, which is not possible. So this is also a lie. I mean, this is definitely a lie. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean... How many liars can we really have, though? We're gonna have a lot of liars. At least 3. I mean, we have to assume something and then build from there. So we're gonna assume that Plague Doctor is not lying. Okay, so it was the other way around. Well, it wasn't in here that the drunk was. It was actually there, which is super funny. But so since we have since we got a drunk, that means there's no Plague Doctor. That means Plague Doctor's evil, right? Okay. Whew. Can we do it now? We can no longer miss. Okay, this one's telling the truth now. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That's also actually true. This is a lie. And this is a lie. Okay, I think we got it. There we go. Hey! We're doing it. Oh my god, holy outcasts. Okay, we can open everything though. That's good. Okay. So, there is one outcast. Okay. So this is a bombardier or an evil. And then we have a drunk in that case. If this is an evil, then we have a drunk. Okay. We have only one baker who's lying because if this was a real baker, then it would say, I'm an original baker. And it's not saying that, so. It's a lie. Learn how many of them are evil. Judge. Pick one character to learn if they're lying. Do we have corruption? Well, we do have a drunk. Oh wait, there's a counselor in play. So this might not be correct that there's one outcast. There has to be 2, right? Counselor adds another one. So there will be a drunk. So this is a bombardier, and that's my understanding. That this is one of the things that I still didn't learn. So this might mess me up here. But I think there are 2 outcasts in this game. One normally, and then another one added by the counselor. So there's gonna be 2. Since we only see one, the other one's drunk, and this is a real bombardier. That's what I think. Right. Okay. One is evil. That's so funny, yo. That's such a good information. So this can't be a good character, because if it's a good character, it doesn't lie, and it says one is evil, which this is so lucky. So this is not possible. Good character always tells the truth, so this would be a truth, then it's an evil, and evil always lies, so it contradicts itself. But it can also not be evil, because evil would lie and would not out itself, so this character is corrupted. And since there is only one source of corruption... No, actually not. There is a puka as well. Okay, well, this one's corrupted. That's the only explanation. I'm 3 cards away from a corrupted character. Learn how far I am from closest corrupted character. So... That's a lie. Yeah. Can this be a puka? Well, if this is a drunk, then this is puka. Yeah. We can see if this is puka by asking the judge if this character is lying, because we know it's lying. It says it's telling the truth, so this one's also lying. And it's becoming more and more likely that this here is puka. But let's continue. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Oh, we got 4 liars already. Well, there's also a drunk, right? Oh my god. It's gonna say 2. So what? That's a drunk. That's puka. And then this one's also lying. That's not possible. So that's a lie. Okay. For this many liars to be in the game, so one of these two has to be puka, and then so one of these two is puka, and then one of these two is either a drunk or a the other evil. Okay. Let's say this is evil. Yeah. Then this one's telling the truth, and this one's telling the truth. And this can be a drunk. Puka evil, that works out. No, wait. No. It doesn't. We said this one was evil. So... Puka drunk? Yeah, it works. What about if this one's evil? Then this would be like... This would be puka. And this would be a drunk. But then this one's also lying. This doesn't work. Too many liars. So I think it's this one here. I definitely feel like I didn't like check it out enough, but let's get some more information. Okay, good. Well, this is true, and this is true. And this one needs to sit next to the drunk. So that's a drunk. And then this is Puka then. There you go. Good. 4 evils. He's gonna be a puppeteer. Okay. And Lilith. And Plague Doctor. Okay. Dreamer. 9 is a real slayer. Let's open 9 then. Could be puppet. Okay. Okay, only the dreamer got the ability back. Yeah, I don't know how exactly does that work. Some get it back, some not. So it says I cannot kill my target if it's lying. So is there a difference between I couldn't kill or I cannot kill, or is that the same? Like, is it different on purpose or just by, you know, accident? 5 is a real medium. Okay, hello. What's happening? Now, don't mind me, I'm just looking at this and being like, what? But we can open everything else, right? How is it possible that we have 3 mediums? Drunk disguises as a random not in play villager, so this one doesn't create any duplicates. So we need to have an outcast. So one of these could be... So it's either Plague Doctor here or a drunk somewhere. Three is a real medium, and this one says 5 is a real medium. Like, if they're both telling the truth, then... That's not possible, right? That they're both telling the truth. They can't both be real medium. There's no shaman in play. Well... Yeah, yeah, that's not possible. Well, one of them could still be true. Like, this could be a puppet saying, oh, that's actually a real medium. And then this one could be a drunk then. Or the other way around. But what about that? What about that elephant in the room? That could be an evil roll. But that would mean that this is also not a slayer. Okay. Yeah, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. 8 or 4 is a puppeteer. Well, 4 can't be a puppeteer. So basically this one says that 8 is a puppeteer, right? 4 is a puppeteer is not an option. Because in that case, it's true and the puppeteer would be lying. So this one basically says, hey, 8 is a puppeteer. Can we somehow find out if 8 is telling the truth? Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil. Well, we know this one's not evil. Do we? No, we don't. Ugh. I mean, it's very likely that one of these two is evil, right? False. Surely that's a lie, right? What do you say? Okay. I think this one's lying. This one I might actually be telling the truth. This would be a puppeteer then. This could be a puppet. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Puppeteer, puppet. And it's telling the truth. I couldn't kill it, and it couldn't kill it because, well, it doesn't have the ability because it's just a lovely puppet. And among 5, 3, and 8, there are 2 evils. So fortune teller and one of these 2. And, well, the other one's drunk. And now all of a sudden this one's telling the truth. That's a lie though, right? This sounds true to me. Okay. Let's start here. Okay. This could also be a puppet. And that's kind of a problem, actually. Oh my god. I think we should just start killing off the mediums, right? Here's the problem. If we go for this one here and it turns out he's just corrupted or something, then we're gonna have to 50-50 it. But no, if this one's corrupted, then both of these have to be evil. Yeah. And we also find out if this is a true slayer or not, which solves this 50-50. Okay. So that's a lie. So that's a puppet then. Okay. And then one of these 2 is drunk and the other one is the evil. Nice. Lilisanovic. I hate this combo. I hate it so much. Plague Doctor, Bombardier, and a drunk, and a lot of hidden information. Yeah, like, I feel like when you got Lilith or a witch or both, the game becomes so much harder. One is evil, 7, 5, or 4. Okay. 4 is good, you say. Okay, we're gonna open the 4 then. Fortune teller. Learn if any of them is evil. Learn 3 characters, only one is evil. If lies, all characters are mine for good. 7, 5, and 4. Okay, let's ask the fortune teller. What do you think about this? Okay, so like these 2 are covering each other. So they're on the same team. This one says this one's good. And then this one says these 2 are fine. So if this one's lying, yeah, they're on the same team. One is evil, 7, 5, or 4. 4, 7, 5, okay. Let's open this. Between 9, 2, and 8, there is villager, minion, and outcast. 9, 2... We have a drunk again. Oh my god. Well, they're not necessarily on the same team. 9, 2, and 8. 9, 8, and 2. Villager, minion, and outcast. Okay. Okay, let's open 9, 8 then. 2 is good, says Gemcrafter. Oh, we have 2 Gemcrafters. Well, that's awkward. So one of them has to be drunk, right? No duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates. No duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates, no duplicates. Okay, so one of these 2 is drunk. Okay. Oh, drunk is good though. So if this one's drunk, then this one is like telling the truth. And then if this one's drunk, that means this one's evil. But then that's weird, right? And this one says between 9, 2, and 8 there is villager, minion, and outcast. And if it lies, oh, we don't know what happens if it lies. I hope, like, it's like does the oracle thing, then if it lies they're all good, but that's not necessarily true. Is 1 or 2 evil? False. Okay. Two is good. Between 9, 2, and 8 there is villager, minion, and outcast. 1 is evil. 7, 5, or 4. 7, 5, or 4. Problem is there's gonna be 1 lie coming from the poisoner and 1 more lie coming from the drunk and 3 more lies coming from here. There's gonna be 5 lies total on the board. And let's open 7. Dreamer. Oh, we can open 1 more and force the Lilith to kill 754. So we can force a kill on 5. Let's do it. That was a good character. Okay. Bombardier. So there's no drunk. Poisoner, Witch, Lilith. Yeah, there's Bombardier and that's it. So this has to be the outcast, right? I think. Learn an evil roll. If you'll pick, learn correct info. Between 9, 2, and 8 there is a villager, minion, and outcast. I think that's a lie. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is evil, I think. One of these two has to be drunk. So that's evil. Has to be, right? There's no other way for there to be two gem crafters. Oh, there is actually. Wait. It could be poisoner or witch, right? Oh, this will be too hard for me. I'm just gonna lack information. Vesh looks like a cabbage to me. Learn an evil roll. If evil pick, learn correct info. That seems like one of the weaker things that we have. The Dreamer. It's very likely there's like a lot of liars in here. Like a lot. So if this one's telling the truth, and then this one's telling the truth, and this one's saying 1 or 2 is evil false, then this would also be telling the truth, and then the evil is 7, 5, or 4. So 7 or 4. So that would make the Dreamer evil. Dreamer's so useless. I can't ask it anything normal here. What if I ask the Dreamer about itself? Let's try that. 7 could be witch. I don't know what I was expecting with that move, but okay. Between 9, 2, and 8... there's a villager minion and an outcast. That's gonna be hard here. Why do I think this is an evil roll? Because of this. One is evil 7, 5, or 4. That's crazy. It's way more likely that we have a whole bunch of liars. How many liars do we actually have? It depends, really. 1, 2, 3. There could be a 4th one. 4 liars. That's actually not that much. Where do we fit them? Like, if this is good, this is good, this is good. Like, there will be one more person telling the truth here, and between 9, 2, and 8, there is a villager, minion, and outcast. 9, 2, 8. Villager, minion, and outcast. So if there is no drunk here, then this one's bombardier. And there is a drunk here. Then this is evil. To try to figure out which one of these two is drunk, we could ask this one something interesting. Hey, is this one evil? No. So one of these two is drunk. So this is also true. So all evils are like here. There is no room for evil. 4 is good. Let's assume this one's telling the truth, yeah? We could have... So let's assume this one's telling the truth, yeah? Is 6 or 4 evil? False. So that means that's not evil. And it also says, is 1 or 2 evil? False. Then this would not be an evil, this would not be an evil, yeah? Can this one be lying? No, because we assume this is true. Okay, could this one be lying? If this one's lying, then 7, 5, or 4 are all good. 7, 5, and 4 are all good. I guess that could be a lie. If that's a lie, then these 7, 5, or 4 are good, and she's evil. And if that's true, then this one's evil. So one of these two is evil. Okay. So that's 1. And then between 9, 2, and 8, there's villager, minion, and outcast. That would be a lie then. Because Bombardier is an outcast, so there's no more room for outcasts. And then I don't know if this behaves same as the Oracle. Can I see the compendium? In which case, if it's a lie, then 9, 2, and 8... are what? All villagers or all good? All villagers, I guess. But these 3 can't all be villagers. So it has to be true, right? I think it all falls apart, really. Since one of these two has to be drunk. So it seems like... seems like this one's lying. Could be poisoned. Like, do you wanna go and kill it? To see, to get the info from it. Because we asked this one a lot of stuff, so... like, confirming this one would give me a lot of info. There's a good chance... I don't think it can be a drunk. I mean, if it's corrupted, then we know this one's poisoner. I'm really gonna go ahead and say... okay, let's say this one's lying, yeah? And then this one says it's good. So that would either make it a drunk or it would make this one a liar as well. Okay, let's say it's evil. So if this one's evil, then this one's lying. And then this one says this one's good. That would make this one a drunk. Nine to 8. 9 to 8. That will make this one a minion, probably. And 7, 5, 4, one of them is evil, yeah. But this one says, like, is 6 or 4... No. It says, is 1 or 2 evil? False. And now this is true, and it cannot be... Yeah, I don't think this one can be evil. Okay, let's examine this once more, yeah. So let's say this one's evil. If this one's evil, then this one's lying. Let's say this one's also evil then. But if this one's evil, then this is also like that. That's our 3 evils then. I don't think that will work. 7 could be witch. I don't like this could be thing. 1 is evil. 7, 5 or 4. Between 9, 2 and 8 there is villager, minion and outcast. So that's a lie then. 1 is evil. 7, 5 or 4. 7, 5 and 4. Okay, that's actually true. Okay. Now this one's lying if one of these two is poisoner. This is okay. I mean, this one's useless. This kind of works. There's no drunk then. We just have 2 evils, like... pretending to be like gem crafters. Okay, I really want to know for the poet, if it's lying, then does it mean anything? Or is this possible? Okay, let's find out for the fortune teller what's actually going on. Okay, it is actually lying. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was just too much goodness for so many lying characters, right? Is 6 or 4 evil? False. Okay. What about this? Is 1 or 2 evil? False. Okay, so one of these two is evil then. So one of these two is evil. And this one says 4 is good, so this one's lying. Is it possible that this one is just corrupted? That would mean that this one's evil. This one says 1 is evil, 7, 5 and 4. But this is true now. No, wait, this one's just telling the truth. 1 is evil, 7, 5 or 4. This is true. And this one says is 6 or 4 evil? False, so that means this one has to be evil. And now this one says 2 is good, which is a lie. I keep forgetting. Okay. It could still be a drunk. Between... Okay, let's say this one's evil, yeah? If this one's evil... Ooh, No, if this one's evil, between two, now this one has to be, this one could be a drunk now. Between 9, 2 and 8 there is villager, minion and outcast. Because there's like 2 evils. She could be a drunk then. She can't be a drunk because we have a bombardier. So that doesn't work. So it's more likely that this one's actually a drunk. Wait. So let's say if this is an evil character. If this is an evil character, then this one's lying. And she can't be a drunk. Why? Because we already have a bombardier. So this one's just lying. You know what's funny? Like, there could be a drunk somewhere here and the evil could be sitting on top of the bombardier. And I would never know. Because... And please, can somebody explain to me how is Dreamer ever useful? Like, what do you ask Dreamer to get some useful information? Because it says, it could be witch. Pick one character, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. So I should click on Dreamer after I know about an evil, not before that, right? Otherwise it's kind of useless. Once dreamed the wretch was a cabbage, right? So now we have this problem where... I need to figure out where the poisoner is. Between 9, 2 and 8 there is a villager, minion, outcast. Okay, let me see. Can poisoner be here? Between 9, 2 and 8 there is a villager, minion and outcast. If poisoner is here... that would be a lie then. 1, 9, 2 and 8. And that kind of fits. So this could be a poisoner. But if this is poisoner, how is this one lying then? Okay, so this one can't be poisoner. So this one's telling the truth. Wait, what? Can she be drunk? Well, if she is drunk, then Bombardier is evil. So she could be drunk. Okay, can she be poisoner? If she's poisoner, then we got 3 evils here. This one's lying. This is a real Bombardier, so this would have to be a drunk, which is impossible. So that doesn't work. So she's not evil. Okay, so she's either telling the truth or she's drunk. Okay. If she's telling the truth... Nine, 2, 8. If she's telling the truth... one of these two has to be outcast. Well, if she's telling the truth, the evil is one of these two. And if she's lying, then she's a drunk and evil is there. Right? Again, like, if she's telling the truth, there is villager, minion, and outcast here. We already have a minion. I think that's a minion, yeah. So the other minion would have to be here. And then if she's lying, and she can't be a poisoner, we already checked that, then she has to be drunk. And if she's drunk, then that's the evil character. So either way, evil character is one of these two, it seems like. Okay, we're gonna kill the Dreamer deck first and then the Bombardier. Okay. Dreamer is actually corrupted, okay. But then it has to be this one, and that's kind of crazy, but there we are. And that's the drunk. Somehow, someway, I managed to get this one to the end. I was kind of lucky that I was correct here. If I was incorrect here, I don't know if I would be able to solve it. Like, if this one was actually corrupted or something. This must have been the nastiest setup ever. We had Lilith, we got Witch, we had a drunk, Bombardier, and now, of course, okay, Lilith, Architect. Yeah, I have to be more careful with Dreamers, so they're actually useful. Okay. One Dreamer. Hunter. I'm 5 cards away from closest evil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a lie. No. It could be a drunk. It could be corrupted. I am dizzy. Oh, this one's also lying. Okay. Like, how many lies are we gonna have? We're gonna have 3 lies. Okay, I'm gonna have 2 outcasts. So 3 lies. Pick one character, learn an evil role. If evil pick, learn correct info. Could be counselor. Left side is more evil. Who would have guessed that? Well, no witch this time. No evils adjacent to me. I cured 0 corruptions. Poof. Okay. This one's also lying. Oh, okay. 3 could be counselor. Seven could be Lilith. Yeah, I feel like killing something right now. Oh, because if I can get Lilith, so let's say we kill the... Wait, we have to count confessors. Why do we have 2 confessors? I disguise as a good villager currently in play. If I'm evil or corrupted, I am easy. It can't be a doppelganger. Doppelganger would say I am a confessor and that's it. It could be a drunk, I guess. It could be a drunk. Yeah, that would make sense if it's a drunk. So if this one's drunk, this would make sense because it cannot cure. Consular Twin Minion Lilith. So we got 3 evils. Okay, there's like a powerful thing I could do here, I feel like. Can these 2 be a doppelganger and a drunk? These 2. This can't be a doppelganger, right? Doppelganger would just say I'm a confessor. So this can't be a doppelganger. But it could be a drunk. Could this be a doppelganger? It can't be a doppelganger, right? But it can't be somebody poisoned by the plague doctor. That's true. So I'm thinking to kill 2 of these, and like I'm hoping at least one is evil, so I stay alive. But then what, right? This one says left side is more evil. I tend to believe him. I feel like this is true. So these 2 here, they can't be a doppelganger. So they would have to be like, one of these 2 would have to be evil. And one could be drunk. In both cases, this one would be correct. He really didn't cure anything. Except like he cured something. No. I mean, this is always true, right? I cured 0 corruptions. Wait. Can this ever be a lie? He says, I cured 0 corruptions. Is this always true? Because if this is a lie, then it's true. Unless he's corrupted. But okay, if he's corrupted, then his ability doesn't work, so this would be true. And if he's evil, then he doesn't have the ability, it would still be true. So this is just true, right? Let me write this down. Alchemist saying I cured 0 corruptions is always true, right? Right? This always has to be true. Let's say he's corrupted. They will lie and their ability will not work, which means this is true that he cured 0 corruptions. Which means he doesn't lie, contradiction, and same with this one. So I cured 0 corruptions on an alchemist is always true, I think. And then is that correct? Feels correct. So it could be an alchemist, it could be a doppelganger. This one says no evils adjacent to me. Well, if that's a lie, then these two are evil. Could be a lie. That's a lie. Okay, I think we need to open another card. Is it worthwhile to try to shoot down Lilith? So this is an evil. So these two are an evil and a drunk pair. That's what I concluded, right? Yeah. Because it could also just be an evil and plague doctor thing. Okay, let's get some more info. Oh, there's the plague doctor. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Left side is more evil. That's becoming less and less likely. Because this is not evil. This is not evil. For the left side to be more evil, 2 out of these 3 would have to be like could be Lilith. This is hard. I have a feeling we're gonna no evils adjacent to me. So if this is true, then this one could be corrupted. If this one's evil, then these two are evil. If this one's good... No. If this one's good... If this one's telling the truth, then these two are evil. If this one's corrupted... then one of these two is evil, and there's like 2 evils here. And this one can't be evil in this case. And if this one's evil, this one could be telling the truth. There's one evil here and one evil here. No. If this one's evil, then this one's also evil. That means the last evil is like here-ish. These two can't lie. Because of this, right? They could be drunk. That's true. It's just so hard, you have so little information, you know, with the Lilith killing two characters. Okay, there's a counselor. Counselor has to be... I mean, this could be a counselor. I could ask Plague Doctor if this one's corrupted. He's saying that 6 is evil. He is saying that 6 is evil. I don't see it. If 6 is evil... If 6 is evil, then this is a lie. An alchemist and this character actually cured some corruptions. Which is not possible that evil can... Because evil can't cure corruptions. So that has to be a lie, right? Again, if this is true, that 6 is evil, then this evil character is lying and somehow had to cure corruptions, and that's not possible. So that's a lie. So... I think that's evil. And if it's not, then fair game. I messed up here. I don't see how, but okay. Let me know. 7 is corrupted. If it's corrupted, let an evil character. And now 7 is not corrupted. If 7 is not corrupted, that means 7 is also evil. And now we just have to find one more. And we have 2 tries, which is really good. So this one's good. This one's actually telling the truth now. The left side really is more evil. And all of a sudden this is also true. Right? So left side is more evil. Yeah, that's true. Left side is more evil. No evils adjacent to me. That's true. Then we got this one here. I am the easy. So this one says 7 could be Lilith. I mean... If evil is speak, learn correct info. This is also telling the truth. This one's lying. And this one's lying. So we have 2 liars here. One of them is counselor, and the other one is like, what? A drunk. Or just corrupted by the plague doctor. But counselor needs to be next to a... yeah. So one of these is counselor, the other one is drunk. And we don't know which one's which. I don't think so, right? There we go. 50-50, but we had enough health, so not really a 50-50. Alright, village is safe. We move on. Lilith and a counselor. Doppelganger, plague doctor, and a wretch. Now we have to be very careful. I always mess up the wretch. I'm 4 cards away from a corrupted character. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what that is. No evils adjacent to me. That sounds like it's corrupted. I feel like there would be an evil here. There's very few cards in this one. Between Wretch, Plague Doctor, and Doppelganger, like... we're gonna see like at least one of them show up somewhere. I cured 0 corruptions, this is true, right? Has to be. Okay. I cured 1 corruption. So there's an alchemist. That's a doppelganger, right? Or a counselor. This could also be a doppelganger. 2 is a real alchemist. I mean, it could be a lie, it could be a doppelganger, right? I'm 1 card away from a corrupted character. Okay. So where does the corruption come from? From a doppelganger. Anything else? I mean, from the plague doctor. Knight, scout, poet, lover, alchemist, bard, wretch, plague doctor, doppelganger. Okay. I mean, plague doctor is the only source of corruption. Okay. So let's say there is no plague doctor, yeah? So then this one's lying. This one's lying. This one's lying. And we said there is no plague doctor, right? If there is no plague doctor, then this is already too many lies. Is it? There's no drunk. Yeah. So if there is no plague doctor, there is no source of lies. That means there could be 2 lies at most. And we already have 3. So there is a plague doctor. So this one here is a plague doctor. This one says, I'm 4 cards away from a corrupted character. I mean, this can still be a lie, but Counselor is one card away from closest. Okay, accurate 0 corruptions. So this one's telling the truth. In which case, corruption was here. Also, what happens when you have two alchemists? Like, I'm one card away from corrupted character. So there's a one lie here. Yeah. There is, between these four, there's gonna be a doppelganger and a minion. I mean, this could be true, but it could also be a lie. So which one of these two is lying? Counselor is one card away from closest evil. So let's say this one's telling the truth. Counselor is one card away from closest evil. Well, if this one's telling the truth... No, let's say this one's telling the truth. And this one's lying. This one's lying, this one's lying. Yeah. So this one would be corrupted, and these two would be bad guys. This would be a doppelganger. But then... this was a doppelganger. He would cure this corruption here. You know? And... that would be true. And then this one here, Council is one card away from closest evil. That would be a lie then. But he cannot lie because this one cured him. So that doesn't really work. So I think this one's corrupted. This one's telling the truth. And if this one's corrupted, that means one evil's here. Oh, but that doesn't work. This one's not telling the truth. Yeah, this was not telling the truth. And this one's evil. And Counselor is not one card away from the closest evil. This one didn't cure anything now. So that's the Counselor, or the other one. That could definitely be a Counselor. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards from nearest evil. So one of these two is a doppelganger then. But if one of these two is a doppelganger, then this is also true. I mean, yeah. It all checks out. Counselor is one card away from closest evil. Lie. No evils adjacent to me. Corrupted ally by the Plague Doctor. I'm one card away from corrupted character. True. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4 cards away from corrupted character. 1, 2, 3, 4. True. One of these two is a doppelganger. I cured 0 corruptions. True. because it's out of range. 2 is a real alchemist. True. So this all works out. Okay. Is there a world in which this one is corrupted and he actually didn't cure any corruptions? I mean, there is. What's the most useful information here? Let's say I'm wrong, right? Is it better information to find out that alchemist? No, it's better. We need to go here for sure. Because between these two, I'm pretty sure between these two, one of them will have to be evil. Oh no, no evils adjacent to me. Oh yeah, that's a lie, fine. Okay, let's go for the scout here. Okay. Counselor is 1 card away from closest evil. Okay, no evils adjacent to me. That's a lie. Okay. Can this be a counselor? This could be a counselor. But if this is a counselor, then this is a lie. And that doesn't work, right? Okay, let's go here then. There. Nice. Puppeteer, twin minion, and a bar. Oh, we get to see all the cards for a change. Isn't that just lovely? And no bakers, so it should be solvable. Okay, we got 2 knitters. I cured 1 corruption. Okay. 9 or 1 is a puppeteer. Okay. 1 is a real fortune teller. 6 or 3 is a twin minion. Bombardier. So this is either a bombardier or if this is not a bombardier, then we got what? A doppelganger. Okay. So if one of these two is a doppelganger, then this one here is evil. And if this one is a real bombardier, then one of these two is puppeteer or a twin minion. Could also be one of these two. Could also be a puppet, actually. No. It can't. It can't. One of these two has to be either a puppeteer or a twin minion. But one fake outcast is added to the deck view. But like, it does say only one outcast. So. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Alright. 9 or 1 is a puppeteer. This one says one of these two is puppeteer. Okay. One is a real fortune teller. Okay. 6 or 3 is a twin minion. Well, if 3 is a twin minion, then this is just true, so... This one basically claims that Poet is a twin minion. So if it's telling the truth, then the Poet is a twin minion. If it's lying, well, it could be anyone. Well, how many liars do we have? We don't have a Plague Doctor, right? We don't. I mean, we know we don't. Yeah, there's not many lies here. There's gonna be 3 lies total. And there's one of them. What exactly did you cure, Mr. Alchemist? We don't have sources of poison. Plague Doctor's not in the game. It's either Bombardier or Doppelganger. So you're lying. So that's one liar. One is a real fortune teller. So since we know this one's lying, I mean, we don't have sources of poison, so any liars are actually bad guys. I always wonder, should we see if fortune teller, so we reveal the closest evil is counterclockwise. Yeah, that's true. Nine or one is a puppeteer. Six or three is a twin minion. One is a real fortune teller. One could be a puppet. One could be a puppet. Evils are not adjacent to each other, like at all. Wait, that's a lie. Puppet and puppeteer are going to be adjacent to each other. So that's evil. So that means there's no doppelganger. So this one says 9 or 1 is a puppeteer. So 9 is not a puppeteer, so it could be 1. Let's see if 1 is like telling the truth. Is 7 or 1 evil? True. Okay, that's true. So that's false then. Yeah? Because that can't be a puppeteer, and that means this would be, according to Poet. But this is also not a puppeteer because she said the truth. So like my chain of logic, right? First of all, I said there's no sources of corruption. At least I don't see them. I could make a mistake, right? So I see a bombardier on the board. And then I'm like, I don't see a witch doctor on the board, plague doctor. So there's not gonna be any sources of corruption. So that's a lie. And then I asked this one, hey, is there an evil character here? And she's like, yeah. So that means she's telling the truth. And this one, yeah. And then this is a lie because evils will be adjacent to each other because puppet and puppeteer are adjacent to each other. So like with this one gone, there is no disguiser, there's no duplicator, there's no doppelganger, and with no doppelganger, we need one outcast. That would make Bombardier an outcast. And then this one says Diner 1 is a puppeteer, so she basically claims 1 is a puppeteer. And since 1 is not lying, is 7 or 1 evil? And she said yeah. Then she's not lying, so she can't be a puppeteer, so that means this one's lying. We have 3 liars here. That should be it. Puppet is gonna be one of these two. We don't know which one. 1 is a true fortune teller, true, and 6 or 3 is a twin minion. Actually, we know the puppet's here because it's next to the puppeteer. Yeah, as we open them, we actually know, so... Alright. Why does it say 2 outcasts here? Oh, we have 2 outcasts for real. Okay. Well, there's Lilith again, and a witch. Ha ha ha. 2 is a real jester. Okay. Evils are not adjacent to each other. What do you say, Mr. Jester, about... Among 1, 2, 3, there are 0 evils. Okay. Do we have sources of lies? We do. We have drunk and a plague doctor, potentially. Okay. Evils are not adjacent to each other. So he's a real jester. 1 is evil. Okay. That's good. Which is 3 cards away from the closest evil. I mean, that's totally possible. And we cannot open the last card because there is a witch in the game. So we got a Plague Doctor here, and we have 2 more unrevealed cards. Is it possible that Plague Doctor is not a Plague Doctor? Yep, it's entirely possible. I would say it's even fairly likely. 1 is evil. So if this is true, then this one's evil. And Jester is not a real Jester, but like... What is he then? A drunk? Could be a drunk, yeah. Evils are not adjacent to each other. What do we ask the Plague Doctor to tell us? Which is 3 cards away from the closest evil. Oh, wait. If this is true... Like, if this is true and this is true, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then... Like, which would have to be here, here. It can't be here because then it becomes true. So, if this is true, yeah? Then which has to be here? Which contradicts this. And if this is false... It could be lying, I guess. It could be corrupted. Yeah, it could be corrupted. One is evil. Alternatively, this could be a lie, and 1 is just good. And this is a real jester. And he's like... He could be corrupted. It could be something like this. But that would mean that evils are adjacent to each other, which would also make this one evil. Which would also make this one corrupted. Which is possible, we do have 2 potential corruptions. I mean, most likely this is a real Plague Doctor. What's the most useful thing to ask? Like, we already have some information from this jester. Among 1, 2, 3, there are 0 evils. Who am I suspecting of lying? I mean, we have these two, right? I mean... Two is a real jester, which is 3 cards. This one says 1 is evil. Let's see. 4 is not corrupted. Says a plague doctor. So one of these two is evil then, right? So if this is a real plague doctor, then one of these two is evil. What do you say about this? 1, 2, 3, there are 0 evils. Let's say about this. Can I ask that? Oh, I can. Oh, that's kind of useful actually. And yourself. So there's 0 evils here. I mean, you could still be evil. Yeah. Or corrupted. So no evils here and no evils here. How likely is that? How likely is that it's true? 1, 2, 3, 0 evils. And 0 evils here. That means all the evils will be here among these 3 characters. Only way for this to be possible is this, right? Can these two be evils? No. Which is 3 cards away from closest evil. 1, 2, 3. This makes it true. So this is not possible. So something like this. But then this one's corrupted. Which is fine. Four is not corrupted. We could just go for this one here. Evils are not adjacent to each other, true. No evils here, no evils here. 2 is a real jester, sure. Among 5, 9, 2, there are no evils, sure. Among 1, 2, 3, there's no evils, sure. So these two. And this one's corrupted by the Plague Doctor. What's the other outcast then? A wretch? Okay. This could be a wretch. I mean, this one says that this one's evil. If somebody claims, hey, that person's evil, we shoot it, and then we know the other one, and then we just resolve it somehow, probably. Oh, yeah. So this is true, actually. And this is false. Okay, I'm gonna ask the dreamer now. Now we know. Could be witch. And she's lying. She should have said could be Lilith, so GG. Okay. Okay, I'm a little bit too good at this shit, so this video is gonna be very long. I thought I'm gonna die like 5 or so. I really don't wanna make a cut. I don't know what happens if you go to the menu while inside the endless run. I guess I could make a cut, make another video. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. Okay, I'm gonna make a cut here and then... Yeah, let's do another video. And then if it turns out it's like super short, I'll just stitch it together. And then I'm just gonna... Whatever I said just now, we just put it out. Yeah, okay, that works. Alright, so... Hopefully enjoyed the video. I think it's going pretty well. If you did, reward me by liking the video and subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Demon Bluff, where we're gonna, well, find some more bluffing demons, some more, and hopefully get far. Yeah. The Neemer signing out. Bye bye.